This is attorney Marjorie Brunelli, and today I'm going to talk about a topic that's been blowing up, bank fraud. So with artificial intelligence, the scammers are getting really, really good and very sophisticated in the scams that they're using to clone accounts or get your personal information. So be very careful. One thing that I've seen, they clone accounts and somehow get access to your bank account. That actually happened to my firm. It has happened to other attorneys I've spoken to, and it has happened to quite a few people that call me as clients and need help getting their money back. It also happens with wire transfers. So it's getting more and more sophisticated, and I think the tendency is going to be to, it's going to get worse because with AI and everything, you can clone somebody's voice, you can clone information from banks and make it look like it's real. So for example, if you get a text message, sometimes it's from Amazon or Netflix and it sounds stupid, basically saying, click here, your account is blocked. Please verify immediately so you don't lose access. They generally create this fake sense of urgency, so be aware of that. Don't click on it, because if it's connected to your bank account, there you go. Also phone calls that appear to be from your bank, requesting information such as Social Security. Don't answer. Hang up. Call your bank directly. Find out if they're actually trying to contact you. Anything like emails about pending transfers or to click a link, don't click. It's basically a little bit of common sense and just being smart about it. Don't use that debit card. A lot of people use their debit card. I don't know why in hell you would do something like that. I think it's the dumbest thing you can do nowadays. Do not use your debit card because it's directly connected to your checking account. If somebody gets access to it, they get straight access to your money. And it's not like a credit card that you can just call and say, hey, I have fraud. Can you please reverse this transaction, cancel the card, and send me another one? It does not work the same. This is not a fun thing to go through. It takes months and months and months to get your money back. It's a hassle. You have to change your accounts on everything that you pay by credit card or debit card, which you shouldn't be doing anyways. And you never find out what actually happened to your money. You don't know who took it, where it went, and you're never going to know because they don't give you that information. So make sure you bank with a bank that's insured by the FDIC. But the problem with banks is that they have a very short window in which they can stop a transaction if it's fraudulent. So a lot of people, I know myself, I'm guilty of this. I don't check my bank account every day. You should at least check once a week, because if something happens, you have to call within 24 to 48 hours, depending on the bank, so they can stop the transaction. If you don't call within that period, then the money is gone, and then it's a whole other story. Also make sure you turn on all alerts for transfers, deposits, logins, anything that your bank offers. Make sure you choose a bank that has a strong fraud protection policy and systems in place, and also rapid response. I do not recommend the large banks, honestly. Nightmare. Wells Fargo, Bank of America, all those big banks, what I've seen so far, not good. They deal with too many people, too many departments. It is a total nightmare. In my opinion, I switched from one of the big banks to a smaller bank. It's personable. You get to talk to the manager directly. They have better protection. It's actually mind-blowing that the big banks don't have the same systems that the smaller banks have. I've learned a lot in the past year. I learned a lot about this whole situation because it happened to me. So also do not use your debit card. I think I mentioned that before. Make sure that stays out of your wallet in your house. There's no need for you to be using that. And in the next video, I'll talk a little bit about what you do if this happens to you, and when you notice it's already past the time that you can put a stop on it and the money's gone. So we'll talk about a little bit about that, and stay safe, be smart. Don't use your debit card. Turn on your alerts. And I hope this information was helpful. Until the next video.